Mission Waco's annual Toy Store campaign is underway, helping to ensure every child will have gifts under the tree this holiday season. John Calloway, Mission Waco Executive Director, joins us now to tell us how Waco families are being served. So first of all, from your perspective, John, why is a toy store so essential to Mission Waco's work?
Well, we empower families throughout 25 different programs across our organization. And when it comes to Christmas time, it's just expensive, and trying to buy toys for your family just becomes harder and harder and harder every single year. And so at Mission Waco, for over 20 years now, we've provided a toy store that allows people to be empowered to purchase their own toys for their families, whether that's a parent, a grandparent, an aunt or uncle. We don't want to be the heroes of the Christmas season. We want our parents to be. And so while things have gotten a lot more expensive, we want to provide affordable toys for the families to purchase for their own kids.
Tell me, how many families does the toy store serve, and how does this impact the community?
Yeah, so this year we expect to serve about 600 families, which is around 1,400 children. And that's about 4,000 toys. It saves around $125,000 for the folks that are going to be shopping with us this season. And it takes about 250 to 300 volunteers to pull this off. And so it's a big effort that we've been doing for over 20 years, and we're excited to continue to do that.
So tell me the importance of these parents having the chance to shop for their own children's gifts instead of getting a donation or a handout.
Yeah, I think a lot of times we pull up into a parking lot, somebody puts toys in our trunk, and then we go on. And the reality is that I've got two kids, an 11 and an 8-year-old. I know if they're into cats or Harry Potter. And so I know what size they are, what colors they're into, what sports they're into. And so getting free gifts oftentimes leaves parents wondering, well, this isn't exactly what they wanted, but it was free, so it's okay. And our model is that we don't want to be the heroes in the lives of the children. We want the parents to be the heroes, the folks that are in their lives. And so when we provide the opportunity for them to shop, they know exactly what to buy, what size to buy, what color, and exactly what they're into.
Can you share a story or a quote from a parent who has had the joy in shopping for their child for the first time?
That's a great question. You know, about 2 years ago, I was leading a chamber tour. We had about 25 folks that were from the chamber, and I shared about what Mission Waco does, what our purpose is, our mission, our vision, our values, and I asked for questions. And a lady stood up at the end and said, you know, I just want to share with you that about 20 years ago, when you first started your toy store, I was young. She was in her 50s now, and she had 2 young kids, was a single mother, and she just said in tears, she said, you have no idea how much that meant to me and meant to my children, that I could buy my own gifts for my kids. They don't know where those gifts came from. For that, you know, all in purposes, those kids it came from the store. And so for that mom to be able to buy gifts for her kids when she could barely afford to pay rent and utilities, it just meant the world to her, and it meant the world to her kids.
John, that's beautiful. I'm so glad you're having this, and we're so grateful for this partnership.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.